So hi, Sandesh here. So I'm 39 now, 39 years of age, and currently I'm working with KPMG as a management consultant into program management division.
Mhm.
So yeah, I have around 15 plus of work experience, and yeah, associated with that all this baggage what it carries.
Absolutely. So let's start with this, right? What was the main reason for you to join Fit Life Coaching that you did?
Uh, See, one thing is like Dolji, everybody's once you have those basic things like for roti kapda and makan done, everybody wants to live a like what a fulfilled life. So comprehensively, so they want to live healthily, they want to live happily with the family and all these things. So what used to happen is like with like as I said, with around 15 years of work experience with all that shifts and working like taking toll, ignoring health. Basically, I should say it's not about anything else. Ignoring. So we said like we are young, nothing will happen. I can just still push on. My body can take. So there was not a consistency. What I say, like in terms of anything you say, like may it be eating, may it be sleeping, may it be exercises. Suddenly, some of the friends joined swimming. So okay, let's go swimming, and you do it for a couple of months. Then slowly that fizzes out. And again, you're just back to the lethargic ways of spending time sitting, watching, binge watching TV shows, other things. So
Mhm.
over time, what happens is like it all catches up, right? See, anything doesn't happen in a like either good or bad. It keeps on compounding. So all these things accumulated, and what used to happen is like I lost my dad in 2015. He was a diabetic patient. That was a kind of slap for me. Okay, yeah. So because uh, to be honest, I was very much attached to my dad. I just couldn't take it. Actually, it was like a sudden jolt. Like today I'm speaking and tomorrow is not there. So it took a lot of time. But again, as I said, it was a slap on my face. Like okay, I need to take care of my health because I had a son and I never wanted him to go through what I was going through. That sudden thing
Right.
came into me. So I didn't get into depression and all those things because yeah, obviously I tried to, because being an elder son, I had my mom and my other responsibilities. But what all in this, like other than these things, mainly was my son. I was looking at my son and I wanted to make sure that he doesn't go through this. Like suddenly I felt like in middle of the sea, dad is no more. Like you don't have this compass, right? Like
Right.
so.
Yeah, we all look up to him as
Yeah,
a, like, every time we want an opinion, though we know what it is, he's the
yeah.
one that we always reach out to and say, "What do I do?" And
Exactly. It gives you
yeah,
some kind of comfort that yes, as you rightly said, you consult 100 people. Then again, at the end of the day, when they put that seal, okay, yeah, you just go for it, do it, it's right for you. It becomes like much more. You just sleep in peace. Okay, yes, I've done my best thing. So suddenly that compass was lost, and I was like totally devastated. And yeah, that's when I thought, okay, I have to pull up my socks and put my acts together. Now I have to. I can't be more casual. So then what happened is like I after the like with other procedures and all those other things, it took some time. But all these things was running in the back of my mind, so I had to look after my health. So started slowly getting into regular patterns. So in terms of like, it's not that we don't know, say, or some people don't know. It's like maybe what I would like to put it as is like we fail to follow them basically, like
Mhm.
proper sleep, proper food, diet, and these things. So, but what happened is like as I said again, like I started walking, yoga, that this. But again, like I crossed the borderline. I myself got diabetic, two diabetic
Mhm.
mellitus.
Mhm.
So around 6 months or 8 months into these things. So when I, in an office checkup, when I was checked, it was like my post food, that is post cardinal blood glucose sugar level was 210.
Okay.
So that really was like a red light for me. So I said, okay, no. Already I was thinking on mind, so this is the time to do. So then when I was looking in for looking around for things, then somebody said, don't go for English medicine, try Ayurvedic medicine. So I tried Ayurvedic for almost 6 months. So tried various combinations like having all those home remedies, like you have the ajwain and the methis and all those things. So did that. But yeah, as I said, like I not it was just like I was treating the symptoms, not the cause, I guess. So
Mhm.
that's what was happening. Like I was getting results, but not as desired. So some 210 to 180, 190 or something like that. So it was not it was not sustainable basically.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
anybody who has got into Ayurvedic medicine will know that so bitterness and you avoid this, you avoid that. And main thing was that like you just avoid that. And in a societal life, it becomes really difficult. Like suddenly to switch. So suddenly, in your friend circle, you say no. Why? What happened? What happened? And it becomes a sudden taboo kind of thing. You can't keep explaining everybody. No, I'm diabetic mellitus and all those things.
Right.
So that was the thing. And then like I tried one of the popular program. I would not like to take a name because it would be like a bad mouthing, but people would
Sure.
like to take those who have taken experience, they will know. It was like a pretty, it was not, I would not say it is pretty cheap. It was like some for 60 70K I spent for a year.
Mhm.
They gave me a CGM like for 2 weeks, and they monitored and all those things. Yeah, but that was good. Initial findings was good. Like I got to know like when the food was spiking and what was it and all those things. But again, as such, like similar to Ayurvedic, this allopathic, again, it was like just treating the symptoms. Okay,
Mhm.
you cut down on the portions. See,
Mhm.
what I meant to say is why I like treat them. These things are not sustainable. Is because a person who is having a 3 or 4 rotis, if you ask him suddenly to come to one roti, I mean, like he, he it's like you are just like allowing him more to cheat. Like one meal
Right.
he will do, 2 meal he will do. In the third meal he will
Mhm.
put together with those two minuses, he will make it plus. So
Right.
that was the thing. It was not sustainable, and the kind of what the other components of the program was like they had a dietitian supporting me, and there was a exercises and all those things. But somehow those all those things were not aligning. Basically,
Mhm.
they were working in silos. I should say.
Mhm.
Because what happens is
Okay.
like when I used to speak to dietitian, they used to say do this, and suddenly those portion size are different. Like I used to feel very hunger, or in the night I used to like properly couldn't like when I'm in the morning when I get up, it was like too tired. I was waking up too tired because I would have had two rotis instead of 3 to 4 rotis. So those things suddenly started affecting, and again those again the results were not sustainable. It was just like somewhere it goes up, somewhere it comes down. So yeah, but from 180 190s to I came to 140 160s. But again,
Mhm.
as I said, that was not sustainable because all these things
Mhm.
like exercises and these things were working in silos.
Mhm.
And also somewhere the mental this one like uh, this conditioning was not there. Like what I should say, why we are looking at it, why we are doing this way. It was just like okay, somebody's telling me, follow it. That's all. So
Mhm.
you just not go explore beyond it, why, what, and all those things. So that made not much made difference. And like that's when I got to know you from other one of my uh, another community where I was. Like I saw you for giving us taking us a session there, and I was initially attracted. So what I wanted to understand is yes, first thing is like you were taking it on like you are of almost like similar age. You are not like a very old person preaching something, or you are not too young that you are just gullible putting it some from internet and giving it like okay, you do this. So what I felt that ancient kind of acharya kind of like do the person who does it is not the preacher's one who walks the talk. So I thought okay, let's
Right.
attend the session, and then I attended your session. Felt much more happy. Like I had some initial queries, and also when I asked you the calls, you told me those things. So the one thing which I immediately understood was like you were not answering them in silos. You were trying to connect them all together in a like how interconnected they are. Like so that's when I felt like okay, I think I should take a chance here because obviously people, if you're walking, you will not walk like when you're a child, right? We walk on 4 legs, then we come on two, then we hop on, like then we get in. So suddenly we just don't walk or run. So that
Right.
way I stumbled, and then lucky that I got into fit like 40s program, and like here that's what like whatever I said up till now, whatever I missed, I got it here. Like first
Right.
thing is the comprehensive thing, like you look at it everything. Then
Sure.
exercises and diets are mixed, and diet is not something like totally you. First thing is like the main thing which I like this you're not avoiding anything.
Mhm.
You didn't tell okay, don't avoid, don't eat rice, don't eat carbs, don't eat rotis, don't even avoid chocolates and ice cream. That was like a biggest thing. I was like confused. Okay, whether am I really hearing this correctly? I just went on to hear the recording again.
Right. So now let's put it. Now that you've not avoided all of these things, what benefits or what results have you got working with me?
Yeah, so as I said, Dolly, first thing is like consistency and sustainability. So first thing is my energy levels. When I was joining this program, my energy levels were not sustainable. Like in the sense, like see, I'm a bit religious, so I follow all the religious practices bit closely. So
Mhm.
for the main thing, like let's say in Shivratri, like I
Mhm.
do fast for almost like a 24 hours.
Mhm.
So earlier I never used to drink water also,
Mhm.
and slowly with age catching up, so I started drinking at least only water. So what happens is
Mhm.
all those 24 hours I only drink water and keep fast and awake. So doing all those rituals. So earlier, what used to happen is like I used to get those hunger pangs. Like from inside, I could feel that okay, I'm like hollow. Like suddenly you feel like you're there, and suddenly you're feeling like you're hollow. You're just breaking off. Like you see
Mhm.
those cartoon films like the cartoon breaking up, you can feel
Right.
like that inside.
Mhm.
So that was that those feelings were there. But slowly and steadily, when I started following the things what you like what the program said here, I feel much more energetic now. And last Shivratri, I should say, like I was back into the normal thing. Like my mom and family was worried, like, but I was totally energetic even after fasting 24 hours. I was
Mhm.
good to go. I drove them to the temples, took them back, and all fine. So I feel like much more like I should say I've got a rebirth again.
Right. So this energy levels being, higher, or, you said your energy levels are shoot up. Is it just during the fast, or even normal days you see
No,
the
no,
change of stuff?
no, no, normal days, normal days. Why I
Okay.
mentioned suddenly about Shivratri was that like I'll stay completely on fast. So that's why I was saying that I took that example. Even on
Okay.
that day, I could
Even
sustain.
on that day, you could
Yeah,
sustain your energy
sustain.
levels.
So,
Okay.
but normally like I if like I miss a meal and all. Earlier it was
Mhm.
like sharp. Like I should have breakfast by 8 to 8:30. Even if it goes 5-10 minutes here and there, like I used to have this all the symptoms and all. Nowadays I don't forget. I don't look at time only. So
Mhm.
it's like normal time whenever like I was early. So I just go and eat. It's not like okay I have to eat at this time. So
Okay.
because of working with other things as well, the exercises and the other programs, other factors in the program,
Mhm.
all yeah added this I guess.
Absolutely. Right. So now, other than energy levels,
Mhm.
what other changes do you see based on your sugar levels? You've been a diabetic. What changes do you see in your, like fasting and fasted sugar levels, or HbA1c as
So
such?
yeah, my HbA1c was somewhere around 8, 7.6 to 8 and all. Now it has come back to 5.6 to 6.3, 6.4 regions. So
Okay.
again, hovering around there because I'm not that again. Still, I'll not say I'm not following the process to the T. So
Mhm.
there are the times which I get deviate. But what happens is these deviations, I know that I'm sensibly doing that, but I'm missing one or two things. Like sometimes I'm not able to follow like diet, which I'm outside. But I might make sure that I'm exercising. I'm
Mhm.
following those exercises things.
Mhm.
So because of these things, what happens is like it's easier for me to come back. Basically, I'm not
Mhm.
like I don't need somebody to constantly remind me. Oh no, no, you need to do this today. You need to do that.
Mhm.
Because maybe other thing I would like to tell you here again is that the easiness or the simpleness of the program. I
Mhm.
think that's one major factor because usually what happens is like when compared to my earlier program to here, it used to be kind of a different regime. Like you need to have a rigor, you need to do something very differently. The way
Mhm.
you put across the this maybe exercise regime also, it's so simple that you won't feel like you're doing exercise.
Mhm.
Like even after that 3 sets into 10 minutes, like 30-35 minutes workout, uh, mm, just after 5-10 minutes resting, you feel good. It's not like your energy is drained out
Mhm.
or you feel the bad. So even if you deviate 1 or 2 days, you're not done. The coming back to that thing is easier. It doesn't
Right.
require too much of a push.
Right. Got it. So one, I see that, from that touching 8 point something to 9, it is now hovering around, less than 6, between
Yeah,
5.5 to 6. So that's the drop that you got.
yeah,
Second thing is, you are being much more consistent, not as much as you would like to due to travel, or, going out, or on any of these. But what you found is, even if you're out, or you're not able to follow eating patterns right, or follow a right diet, at least you're doing exercise. If you're not able to do exercise, you're able to eat better.
yeah.
And somehow getting back is not a challenge anymore, because it's not that difficult. You're not climbing a steep, jump there, that, okay, oh, tomorrow onwards, things have to be very different. Is that
Ex-
correct?
Exactly, exactly. And also when we talk about diet, I don't think it's the diet is like a very what is called missold word in nowadays. I should at least in our program we shouldn't say that it's a diet.
Right.
It's the way
Right.
food habits we should say something.
Right.
So the
Eating
way you
habits, right? This
yeah
is what we call it
eating
as.
habits yeah. So
Right.
the way you have made it so simple is that like yeah. So for me what happens is like even if I'm in a function or out in a outing with friends and all, I know what components to eat. So I take a curd, I take a this one. So it makes really so the best thing what about this Dolji is that inner peace. You know you're much calm. Okay, you know you're digressing. You know how much you're digressed. Okay, you need to come back. Okay, this is what you know. So it's not that you suddenly panic or you suddenly start thinking or you suddenly lose your sleep. Nothing like that. So in
Mhm.
fact, sleep is also one good thing. Again, like I'm able to sleep much more like consistently.
Mhm.
So earlier, yeah, see, I never had a sleeping problem, but there was this problem of like consistent hours, 7 hours, at least 6 plus hours, putting 6 plus hours together. But like right now, I'm consciously making it 6 plus at least. So
Mhm.
that has made a very drastic changes in the way how I work, like in my productivity as well. Because what happens
Mhm.
is that mental block is out. So you are at peace with yourself, so you know you have done your things and you leave it at the nature to the large, so that you are in harmonious, I should say. You're not swimming against the tide, and you are doing all that
Right.
unnecessary things.
Right. I think this is very important point that you made, like being in harmony with yourself and then being calm and collected. And that's where, once you're calm, once you're in harmony, the things become much more easier to deal with, because when you're stressed out, when you're worried, when you're anxious, decision making itself becomes challenge, right?
True.
Right. Awesome. Any unexpected benefits that you want to share that you got, which you're not expecting, and then like, wow, this is also part of the thing.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of things. Like, I mean, like as I said, like first thing is was like food. See, man, food is something like that, right? You keep nowadays, like everybody's worried about everything. So
Mhm.
the thing is, like whenever we come out live. So I don't know how many times I think I've stopped recently, but otherwise, like on every live call, I used to have something or the other for you. So I used to read. Nowadays, this social media is like so much this one, right? So what happens is people are so much, what I should say. Uh, Unnecessarily, you're just like being more extra cautious. What you need to do, you're not doing that. What you don't need to worry on, you're simply spending your energy in those things. So those negative things, like always you're worried, okay, am I eating correct things, I should always follow good food, I should always put less chemicals, all those things, that this, so this keeps on happening. So but what happened with these sessions, what you had, like now I'm able to much more easily read those labels, and like I know now what is good for me and what is not. So it's
Mhm.
like, okay, now I'm able to make those choices, right? Okay, I'm traveling, I'm not able to do this. So those bars are there, protein bars are there. So I have it with them. So instead of simply going binge eating whatever I'm eating, I have made a healthy conscious. And now I'm much more at peace that okay, now even though I'm eating something which is not natural, but it's as good as that,
Hmm.
very closer to that. And other than that, I should say, I think I don't know how much is that, but slowly I'm feeling I'm building more muscles. Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling
That's a good
better
thing.
on
Yeah, you're getting closer to 40 building muscles. So yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
I mean, like,
So,
because yeah, with all this, like, as I said, like, between 15 to 20, like last 5 years, like I was, as I said, my total whole 24 hours was like totally erratic. Sometimes due to the, if it's weekend means it's at like travel to hometown. Like I'm from basically from Mysore, so it's not much away. So that's a positive and negative both.
right.
Positive being you need to travel every time. So every
Right.
weekend I'm there. I'm like my mom was there, so okay, setting up all the things right there. All those things were there. So it was like totally chaotic. And but now what is happening is slowly and steadily I'm just getting into that rhythm. Okay, I'm just getting into that piece. Okay, I know for a fact that okay, this is what I need to do. Okay, I'm not fretting or pulling my hair, so I didn't do. No, I know. Okay, I didn't do exercise today. Fine, I'll just walk another 1,000 steps extra today and complete the exercise tomorrow. So that thing
Right.
just majorly helped me out.
Right. Now, as you said, you're from Mysore. We both are in Bangalore. So while you've started eating differently, though we don't call it as a diet or it's not a diet, do you
Okay.
still continue to eat idli, dosa, vada, sambar, everything that is made at home?
I
Or
think
have you
I
started
that
eating
that's
completely different?
no. I think that's what I said. Like definitely would not like to call it a diet in our program, because it's just the food habits. Like because see, I the first thing, as I said in earlier also, you never restricted anything, and even till today I have not stopped anything. So the processed food and the direct sugars, that's something which we had already thrown out of the program, and that's what something you also tell us. But other than that, I don't think anything I have excluded. In fact, my mom is more liking me because she's me eating sprouts and salads. Because earlier I used to use those, like what you call either the half boils or something like that. I never used to eat raw sprouts and all. So now
Mhm.
she's happy. She
Okay.
okay, you are adding sprouts and all to the salads.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So you
And then
haven't increased the workload on your mom or wife to cook
no,
separately for you.
no. In fact, they are liking. So
They're
because
liking
they
it.
they are also part of it, so they hear out and they listen out. And the only thing is with mom, with is she's from this one Kannada medium, so she doesn't understand. So she wants me to translate, but she likes
Mhm.
this, and she keeps she's a yoga teacher herself, so she keeps seeing me whenever I'm doing exercises and all. Okay,
Mhm.
good. Yeah, it's very clear, nearer to what we teach. Okay, nice. Keep doing. So yeah,
Right.
she sees that consistency. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Now, let me ask you this. Now, these are all the things after you did it, right? But before you jumped into it, obviously, this was another program. You had to make the payment, you had to make the commitment, and things
Yeah.
didn't work in past. As you said, you're struggling. So, what were you really apprehensive about before starting? Like, oh, okay, should I do it? Like, what was there in your mind before you started?
Let me be brutally honest, Dalji. See, what happened is, like as I said earlier, I had taken up a program for an year long. because I had made it that 2014 thing that yeah, no, sorry, not 2023.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, no,
So
2022.
2023 we work together.
Yeah, 2022 it was. Yeah,
Okay.
2022, 23. So 2022 year New Year resolution was that I should be controlling my HB1c numbers. I should make it much more like what you call straight line, linear. It shouldn't be
Mhm.
like too much erratic moments. So what
Mhm.
I did was like what I thought is like I took this from this very famous program all over the internet and all those things. What I thought was like, okay, you have good doctors, you have good dietitians, you have, so the ecosystem, complete ecosystem is there. They are giving CGM, so they are mixing both the new age cutting edge technologies and also falling back on the tried and tested allopathic methods and all those things. But what really what I missed there was like the it was just like a what you call mass production. It was just like one size fits all. So it was
Mhm.
not like that. I don't know how many people have got the results. I will not say that's the wrong program or something like that, but I failed to get that results on that. Because
Mhm.
maybe because the way it was designed or something, like it was never resonating. One of the two things, like it was pulling. If something is pulling up, something is pulling down. So it was
Mhm.
nevertheless in harmonious. Now, having said that, I so whenever I listen to your program and paying, obviously I felt like I took back, like I took so much time to think about, because only on these things was earlier there was an ecosystem that failed me. Now it's only one person. Would it be really wise to like, because we keep hearing that I'm from finance background, so we keep saying don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, I
Right.
mean, like what I'm doing, I've already experienced one thing,
Mhm.
and it I won't say it failed miserably, but it didn't get me the proper result what I was looking in for. And
Right.
having done it for a year or so, it didn't do. And now I'm just falling back on a single person. Would it be able to like he'll be able to do everything? But yeah, as I said, like uh, when had those doubts of a couple of those things and all, the way you clarified, I thought, okay, let's say, as I said, I'm like more like a risk taker. So I thought like, okay, if it's just the money, it's fine. So let me let me get into the program, see what it is, and then we'll decide. But I think that was one of my wisest decisions. So as I said, like, because you don't collect it from somewhere and give it, because you are telling us to do whatever you have done. So that's the main result. That's the reason I think we are getting results. So we can't. Nobody can. I don't think anybody can dispute that they have not got results.
Sure. Thank you for that. Now, let me ask you this. Like, if somebody is considering joining the program or working with me, what advice, what words would you like to share with them?
See, I mean, like, I don't want to give some new gyan, but what I would like to give a friendly advice is that, see, they always say that with doctor and your lawyer, you have to be true. So whatever it is, pour it out. Bring the real situation what you're looking in, because what happens is you think something and you assume something and you tell something, and that happens something else. So what I'll tell anybody who wanting to do start the program with you is that first pour your heart out, tell your situation exactly what is it, so that it becomes really easy for the whole program to be designed around you. It's not that
Right.
you have to be running around the program. The whole program will be designed around you, and that makes the whole difference. It's not like, okay, don't eat kaddu, don't eat aloo, don't eat rice, don't eat roti, don't eat idli, nothing like that. So it's like it's a whole different tangent level, I should say.
Mhm.
Believe, again, everything is on belief. So you have to, somebody might be cheated or somebody might be skeptic to done. As I said, like I have also I had also did another program, but it always everything goes on belief, right? So you have to believe to take your step forward. See, while walking, we may some stumble upon stones or some puddles and something that we fall, but it's not that's not the failure. The failure is when you refuse to get up and walk again.
Right.
So don't let the failures stop you, and get back to good health or living healthily and living wholesomely. Just try it out, come out clean, come open, give out your exact situation where you are, and I'm sure you will be able to help them out.
Sure. Right.